So yesterday I had some time to kill before my mom's friend's daughter and her friend were going to come and help me, because I went ahead of time and I got a lot of stuff done ahead of time and whatnot, but we're going to come help me move my stuff here to my mom's. Not because I'm planning on living here forever, you know. Again, everything's up in the air with the case, and even, you know, if my mom wanted me to stay here, that doesn't mean I'll be allowed, you know. But I'm at least staying here for the next full 2 months, so. So I had time to kill, and I went to one of the local libraries, you know, near my storage unit, and actually spent a while. I didn't time myself, but going up and down the DVD shelves, just like I've done around here, you know, where my mama lives, and I got up to a certain letter, and I got all the way up to, I remember the library can order, just because one library doesn't have DVDs, if I take some time on my own computer or something and figure out, because I just don't remember. See, there have been a lot of movies in the past, I'm sure, that I never saw. I never saw them in the movies or on DVD, and I just have to refresh my memory of what those are. But since I didn't do that, I kind of picked out movies. I was going to get Brokeback Mountain, because I never saw Brokeback Mountain. My mom never saw Brokeback Mountain. I asked her if she would want to see it. She's like, "Is that the game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it won Best Picture, I think, or something. It's a classic. Do I actually believe I will like the movie? Well, I don't know. Probably not. Who knows? I might. I'm not like, you never know, I might like it. I'm certainly not uptight about shit like that. I saw that movie, The Kids Are Alright, you know, on DVD. Remember, I saw just about everything. It was Donald, because Donald was one of the many hundreds of whatever, thousands, tens of thousands out there. Who knows how many people do it, who, you know, get movies illegally from those sites that, you know, periodically close down and the new sites come up. But for the most part, you know, nobody cracks down on small potatoes like that. It's not like he's selling them, you know. It's still wrong. One time, somebody out there, whoever does the investigating, he was doing too many at once, and he did come to their attention, and I told them, like, you know, the internet's like frozen or something, Donald, you know, and it said it about that. So they try to crack down on that, but he got around it. I forget what he did. He stopped doing it for a while. Just as an aside, I used to, like, God, probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people do, you know, steal music. I don't do it anymore. I pay for it, but I used to steal music, but I never knew how to do that on my own either. Donald did it for me, and then he wanted, it's like, you need to do this yourself. He taught me how to do it. And also another side, before I go back to bed, he let my mama sleep until 20 of 7. I can't believe it, but that meant I slept too. But there's no rhyme or reason to him. He makes no sense. Doesn't matter when he goes to bed. He can go to bed late, early. I mean, last night they went to bed, him and my mom, like 10. And other times he's only let her sleep till 4, 4, 5. And the same with me. There's no rhyme or reason to this dog, seriously. Of course, it could have to do with us. If he senses that we're stirring or waking up, that's enough to wake him up, and then he won't let you go back to bed. I don't know. I was out and about on public transportation yesterday, and around people and whatnot, so hopefully I will not get sick. This is definitely a time of year that people get sick. So I love, of course, because I'm poor. I'm not destitute, but I'm poor. And I just paid $100 to this, my mom's friend's daughter and her friend to move my stuff here, but paid 100, saved 79, so I really only paid 21. If you want me to think about it. And I had in that storage unit from when I lived with Bobby, I had paper towels, I had toilet paper, and I had all my the woman, my mom's daughter, friend's daughter, commented about the heavy thing, and I said, yes, that's the time I got somebody off of Craigslist to move my stuff into the storage, and paid him $125. It was with him helping. It took us, me helping, it took us 2 hours, blah, blah, blah. But he bitched about the heavy bucks, and he said, if you ever call me again. And I told him, I wasn't going to call him again anyway, because I didn't like how he had some disregard for my stuff that could break, I don't like that. You don't throw around something like that could break. It's my stuff, and I'm paying you $125, so I didn't like that. I didn't want to call him again anyway, because I wanted to pay cheaper than $125. Since I'd already paid $50 plus 10 extra, because I threw as much stuff for my mom arranged. But the person who drives her to that place she hangs out with other people, who have problems, for that person to get my computer like a month ago, whenever it was, take me to get my computer. So now I gotta figure out where to put everything. It's all piled up in the living room. I told those people, I'm like, all we have to do is just throw it in the living room, and I'll take care of it. Now I have 2 desks and 2 computer chairs, because you guys know, if you know, I had one here with my mom, and when my Bobby picked me up with all my stuff in February, picked up all my stuff, and me and Omar, we fit it all into a relatively, this small car. You'd be surprised, but it was really packed tightly in the trunk and the back seat, and already piled up, and couldn't see out the back window, and we fit everything, though, miraculously. I couldn't believe it was all going to fit, but obviously, my computer, desk, and chair, no. So now I have, so then one was in the storage unit, one was here, and then I had one here, of course, and then I had bought one when it was Bobby. Okay, the chair that Bobby put together for me it's a better chair than this one. It's more expensive, more comfy. I'll probably use that chair. Anyway, I got 2 computer desks. And 2 computer chairs. It's kind of a good thing if I want to help my mom, you know, I was going to have her practice on my computer, like, a little bit each day, you know, try to teach her to be more proficient in getting in and out of her email. That's very second nature. Anyway, I love getting the DVDs for free from the library. I spent a good deal of time just looking at every single movie, and then I wrote down what movies I might want to take out of the library, and then I didn't take them all because there were too many, and I only got up to F, I think. I got up to F. I also got my mom The Fault in Our Stars that I've seen twice, so I told her, Mom, I will not be watching that movie with you. I've seen it twice. How'd you see it twice? I rented it from Redbox and watched it twice before I returned it. That's how. That's how I got it twice, but hard twice. I paid for it for 2 nights. If I feel like returning it and watched it again. Because remember, if I don't have a car, returning a DVD to the Redbox is walking over a mile and back. And if bad weather precludes me from having the desire to return the movie, I simply pay the extra. Now it's $1.50, but it was at that time $1.25. $1.20. Whatever. Whatever it comes to, when you add the tax to it. Oh, it's $1.59. I'm going to give you my list of what I was going to get, and feel free to tell me if you guys have seen any of these movies, but please refrain from telling me, you know, spoiling the movie for me, you know. You could just say, oh, that's a good movie, I've seen it, or I won't, you know. Uh-oh. I hope I'm not getting sick, but, you know, it's hard when you're out and about to remember to, I wash my hands more than once, you know, if I go to the grocery store or go to the library, but it's hard to remember not to rub your eyes, or if you're eating something, you might touch something on the bus or whatever, or in the library, you know. It's just hard, period. It's hard. I hope I don't get sick. That's all I could say, you know. So anyway, these are the ones I was going to get: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 potentials, and then I left some of them there. I didn't have time to put them all back. I left them in a nice, you know, they can do that. They can put them back for me. I'm not going to go and try to find what letters there. It would take too long. I had to go. And no, I don't feel bad about that. There's plenty of librarians at a library, and that's their job, and they have people specifically who put return movies, and, you know, I didn't have time to put these movies back where they belonged in each letter. You know, I got out 13. And I didn't get out 13. And I got the Pride and Prejudice, so I'm going to return that one and get my $5 plus tax back that I bought that time that I didn't watch. I bought it on a whim in case we wanted to watch it that night, you know. I might as well, when I'm in the area, you know. When I'm at the mall again, return the damn thing and, you know, get my $5 back. I don't want to own any movies. I don't need to. I just need to watch them. At the library, you get them, and you also, if you can get them for a week or 2 weeks, depending on what library. And you also, every library is different, but you can often renew them if nobody's waiting. So, Bob and Carol, Ted, and Alice. That's apparently old classic. I think it is. Does it have Natalie Wood in it? I don't know. I refrained from getting that, but it was on my list, and then I changed my mind because I can only get, in my opinion, I didn't want to get a ton enough to care for them. even if I was just going to my storage unit. I still had to walk a distance and get on buses and whatnot. I just didn't want to get too many movies, you know. Brokeback Mountain, I decided not to get that one. The English teacher looked interesting, but I decided not to get it. Elephant, I think that's about school shooting or something. It looks ominous, and I think I've heard about it, so will likely not want to watch that with me. Godzilla, I thought I might want to see that. I thought my mom might want to see that, but I have to be in the mood to watch it. Expired, that looks interesting. I didn't get it this time, but I wrote it down in case I want to get it some other time. I got The Great New Wonderful. None of these are movies I don't know. And obviously I got up to G, not F, because that's G. Okay. Got The Great New Wonderful. I got and watched about over an hour of it last night. I would have gone to bed about 1:30, I think. Can She Bake a Cherry Pie? Interesting movie, you know. Gives us weirdos on this planet hope, because those two are very idiosyncratic. They have a lot of they have idiosyncrasies, the both of them, you know. They're both kind of nutty, kind of weird. They seem to be intelligent, though, you know. Anyway. Weird kind of movie. Greenberg I got. Broken English. Decided to, postpone getting that. Enough Said I watched last night and I liked it. I put Godzilla on. I'm like, you know what, I can't get into Godzilla. I'm gonna put on. Oh, and I watched all these movies to see if they had any previews. A lot of them did not have previews. I love previews. Previews tell me what I might want to see in the future. I like previews. A lot of people, I love watching movie theater previews. Of course, that popcorn guy, the guy's texting during the previews and he blows the father away. That's just ridiculous. I'm assuming he went to jail. I stopped following that, but common sense dictates. But obviously he had screws loose and, oh my God. He shouldn't even have had a gun in the theater, and unless, I don't know if he had permission, but he blew away the father of a 3-year-old, and his wife was sitting right next to him, and because the guy was texting during previews, man. That guy who did that was an ex-cop, or he was a loose cannon. If it hadn't been that, it would have been something else where he blew somebody away for no reason. No justifiable reason, anyway. I have a video or two out there about that. Out here, I couldn't believe that. It's ridiculous. And my video says popcorn in the title. So, Enough Said, I watched and really enjoyed. Enough Said and Could You Bake a Cherry Pie? Certainly don't have leading men that make me swoon, not even remotely. They're very, they're nice movies, so they're cool. They're not like with the beautiful people like in Love and Other Drugs, Anne Hathaway and Jake Gyllenhaal, Rachel and whatever, come on. Or anything, want to pick men, leading men, that, Bradley Cooper, or, the other one, Jake Gyllenhaal, Bradley Cooper, who else? Chris Hunman, or whatever his name is. The one in that movie, The Ledge, with Steven Tyler's daughter, with a model. Even Tyler's not even remotely attractive, but you put him and a model together and you made Liv Tyler, who's fucking, you know, what more can we say? Anyway, enough said. It's a movie. I thought it was adorable, and it was cute. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was good. And in a world I was going to get and then didn't, and then happy hour I did get. So the ones that I got, plus 2 extra, Fault in Our Stars from my mama, and then I, at the last minute, because that's P, I didn't get that far, but I got, the librarian actually got it for me, the Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley, because I checked before and couldn't find it, so the librarian looked for me. So all in all, I got 8. And again, you gotta love getting these movies for free. For free instead of paying. Now Redbox, like I said, it went up, now it's $1.50. So I got 6 out of this list of 13. The list says I got Elephant, because I couldn't resist. I'd heard something and it says Unforgettable. My mom probably won't want to watch that. I got Elephant, Godzilla, The Great New Wonderful, Get You Baked a Cherry Pie, and Greenbird. Oh no, maybe I didn't put a no here. And I only got 8, I thought. I don't know, I'm too tired. This has made me sleepy. I'm glad I got my stuff, like I said. It doesn't mean I either intend to stay here with my mom indefinitely, or, even more importantly, you know, it doesn't mean I'll be allowed to. And it doesn't have to be outsiders telling me I can't stay here, unfortunately. That's reality, people. Whether or not you as my friends, any of you who like me as my friends, and I know who you are, you know. I know who the top ones are, and then there are other ones who are minor, but they might stay in the sidelines, in the shadows or whatnot, and not comment too much, but there are other people out there too who probably, you know, wouldn't like to see me, if my mom wants me here, you know, to not be allowed. But I'm just taking one day at a time. And again, it made sense. It simply made sense, especially since there were things that I wanted from there. It saves me money, and I'm trying to save up money. And, you know, it made sense to get my stuff here, because my computer and other stuff that I wanted last time, particularly food, that I would normally be buying, and would rather use it for my storage unit than buy the food, you know, the cans, whatnot. It made sense to have all my stuff here, because whoever I arranged to get me to my brand new, you know, we're talking whatever, if I'm going into an apartment, whatever, wouldn't it make sense for anybody to come here and get everything all at once and bring it to then have to go 2 different places? That would cost me much more than the extra $21 I paid these people to do it. Because remember, I paid these people instead of paying the storage unit $100. I paid $7.99. I paid them $100. Okay, saving $21. I mean, losing $21. But in the future, if I had to, it would cost a lot more. Of course, it's going to cost less more if we have to go 2 different places to get my stuff, see? So this made very, very good sense, regardless. Regardless if I stay 2 more months or am allowed to stay longer, you know? It made sense to do what I did. It made sense. from a financial standpoint, it made perfect sense. Because having your stuff 2 different places has to, especially if I hired someone from Craigslist, but it's going to cost a pretty penny. You know? You have to go 2 different places. See, I wasn't thinking clearly before. I was thinking, well, you know, if I'm not I don't want anyone to think that I'm planning on staying and that if all my stuff doesn't look good and all, who cares? All involved are hoping this blows over. Like I said, I wasn't allowed, and I acquiesced because I didn't want to upset my mom. But next time, am I going to acquiesce to their wishes? They can't stop me, okay? They cannot stop me, even if I take all day long going by public transportation instead of going with my mother and my aunt. You know, they cannot stop me from going and attending the hearing. So whether or not I go next time, they can't stop me. They couldn't stop me before. I just didn't want to rock the boat. I might decide to not go this time if my lawyer says the same thing, gets my mom all agitated, and she begs me, like last time, please don't go, you know. I don't want to upset her, and she's, you know, puts me between a rock and a hard place because I have a right to be there while my mother's fate is, by a stranger is deciding my mom's future fate. I have a right as her only child, sole heir, her daughter, her beloved daughter, you know what I mean? But as with everything in this ongoing, never-ending saga, it's complicated. That's another movie I would like to see, but I forgot about it. See, I have to remind myself of movies that I wanted to see and never saw. And that movie I was telling you that I absolutely loved, you know, that has the theme like Still Alice, you know, was but different, you know, was Away from Her. I love that movie. It's called Away from Her. Because her beloved husband, they've been together a long time, and he had never wanted to be away from her, and then when she's getting Alzheimer's, she's a different person, and she doesn't even really remember him anymore, and it's very, very sad.